Hi guys, welcome back to Daddy Nadon. So our first in-depth preview of the season. It's going to be Brentford as always. They're away against Leicester. Today we have Rhys back on the channel. Here he is, talking all things Leicester and Brentford. And he'll give you a prediction at the end. Fire away, Rhys.
So, Leicester versus Brentford. One of my least favourite games of the season, as we always seem to fall to their long shot takers and hidden hopes. Tielemans and Castagna, I'm looking at you. When I saw this was our first game of the season, didn't exactly jump out of my seat with joy. It was more of a, yay. Because it's just how that game plays out. In spite of Leicester yet to make any signings and Schmeichel seemingly on his way out, which I still can't believe and I find it very odd, as do many other people, I still believe Leicester have a strong squad due to the fact that they do have Maddison, Vardy, Tielemans, Castagna. I think they've still got Söyüncü. They're very solid in the right areas for the right occasion. This isn't even including their uncanny ability to utilise the dark arts of football, which still hurts me a little bit. They kick you hard and get away with it, but they'll be tapped on the back or whatever, and they fall over like it's the worst thing in the world, and the referees buy it every single time. It hasn't just happened to us. I've seen it in other matches. They complain about everything. They get the decision their way, and they're still complaining to the ref because one tiny little thing didn't go their way, and therefore they must have a go at the ref for that. And constantly niggling at the ref, making him think twice. Oh, he tripped him. Maybe I should book him, even though Leicester have done worse 5 times already. This is turning into a Leicester run at this point. I should probably stop. But I mean, it's for those reasons that I never look forward to playing Leicester, because they're just... I always believe Leicester were this really interesting team. Yeah, I know they won the league on counter-attacks and whatever, but I thought they had something about them. I thought they had a character, a charisma. They got nothing. They got about as much charisma as a Poppadom. There really isn't anything to it. Every time I've left a game we've played against Leicester, whether it be home or away, I always left underwhelmed. And I remember each time I thought, how did this team win the Premier League? Were the actual big clubs in the league this poor that Leicester could win? And then I go, yeah, they really were. So, yeah, it's... I say all of this, and yet they've beat us both times. So clearly they're doing something right. But I wouldn't say we were poor enough to have deserved to have lost those games either. I just think we didn't deserve to win them. We didn't deserve to lose them. A draw would have been fair, but their hidden hopes get them 3 points each time. What can you do? I haven't really been paying that much attention to Leicester because they're so boring. But I do know that they beat Sevilla in a pre-season game yesterday, which was a nice 1-0 victory. So that's a good way for them to end pre-season going into this game. They finished their last game at the King Power Stadium. So that's where they're going to be starting. So it's a nice little run of momentum for them. So things don't look too bad for Leicester, but could look a lot better. I'm impressed with the summer business so far by Brentford, and this news about Damsgaard, the fact that there's the Italian Sky Sports journalist reporting that there has been an offer accepted regarding Damsgaard, is incredible, because I remember being out. I remember we were outpriced for him, I think last year. And I thought he was destined to go somewhere else, and we were never going to have the chance to sign him. But he was always the little Dane that I wanted from that side. So I'm very excited if that does come through. I will be a very happy boy. Put it that way. In pre-season, we were quite frankly awful when we played in the 3-5-2. We lacked impetus, and again, we're asking way too much of our strikers, whether it be Ivan, Halil, Wissa, Imbuemo, who I am now going to call Imbrumo, purely because of the G-Tech sponsorship. And you know, they have cleaning supplies and appliances and stuff, so he will now forever be known as Brian Imbrumo. Uh, but yeah, and we weren't doing anything. However, when we played the 4-3-3 against Wolfsburg, and yeah, we lost 4-0, haha, we lost 4-0, we looked good. Like, we were doing the right things, we were making the right movements, we were making the right passes. Yeah, they got 4 past us, but I think they're a different level to us. 2, I think they're at different points. So, yeah, the scoreline looks bad, but I think overall we looked better in the 4-3-3, and it shows because I believe we played 4-3-3 for our last 3 games in pre-season. I know we did against Betis. We won all 3. So I think that for me should be the sign for Frank to play the 4-3-3. Let us attack. Let us be positive. None of this negative stuff. We don't do negative. Brentford have never done negative. They never can do negative. Be positive. Be outgoing. Play the way Brentford can. And that should be how we get past Leicester or get anything from Leicester, because I don't really think we can beat Leicester just yet. I do believe we can outclass them, we can outplay them, but I don't necessarily think we can outthink them because, like I say, Leicester have got the dark arts, they've got the football minds, you know, they've got the vets. So, but yeah, I think this will probably be our most competitive performance against Leicester. So, yeah. Like always, this fixture will be tight. However, I don't think there will be a winner. Unlike the last 2 times. Sorry, Leicester. I think the opening day will bring its own set of nerves. As you saw in the Championship and the Scottish leagues, no one ran away with a game apart from Wickham, I think. Wickham, I think, was the only outright winners of a game. Everyone else was kind of 1 goal here, 1 goal there, mostly draws. So, you know, I think it will be a game where both teams will have their moments of attack, and then they'll hit a point where whoever is sort of in the up will be like, okay, look, we may not be able to win this game, but we've got to make sure we don't lose it. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. So I think, yeah, it will be a draw. I hope it won't be a bore draw for the sake of the Bees fans that have to travel up to Leicester. So I'll go with a 2-2 draw. You Reds.